moving on to day 3 of the Women's Asia Cup 2024. We have 2 games today, and we're going to discuss about both of them. India defeated Pakistan comprehensively in their first encounter. Pakistan now need to face Nepal, who defeated UAE as well. So a lot of discussions coming up. Similarly, going to second game, India versus UAE. I have Gurpalji as well as Deepu. Deepu, coming to the first game, we had in day 1. That was UAE versus Nepal. A comprehensive victory for Nepal there.
Yeah, it was a great win for them, and just show that not only the men's team but the women's team is also coming up the ranks back home. And it's good for cricket that more women's team are coming into the cricketing world, and we have competition in the Asia Cup, and it is probably the second most important tournament for India after the ICC events, because it determines the skill set the team possesses, and it is a benchmark for us to prepare for any World Cup, be it 50 overs or 20 overs. So it's good that new teams are coming up and are actually becoming a threat to the big teams.
Absolutely. And Gurpalji, coming to you in the evening game, we saw India taking the revenge against Pakistan, a thrashing victory against Pakistan, which wasn't their day. But on the other hand, India, a comprehensive victory nonetheless.
I guess it feels very nice when we analyze the game before in the preview, and the game goes as per the predictions. So nothing it's so satisfactory for the analyst. I like us कि जो हमने सोचा जो predict किया था वही हुआ. We always discuss about that in our preview show that India has to put Pakistan batting under pressure. Same happened. They got bundled out for 109, and you were saying Renuka would be key performer. I told Pooja Vasikar, Deepti Sharma also chipped in, Shrenka Patil also chipped in. It was a perfect bowling performance by India. Then Smriti Madhana and Shefali nailed the chase. They ended the chase in first 9 overs only. So it was
Absolutely.
overall a clinical performance and a good statement put by India. Though we could have finished the match earlier, seeing the run rate factor, but now since we have beaten the Pakistan, I guess that also won't much come into
Correct.
the factor. But I am also very happy with about the first game, Nepal versus UAE. And heard Nepal has qualified after six. They are playing after 6 years, 8 years. They last played in 2016, I guess, and they were the top in their group. So both the teams played very well. Even UAE played also very well, and they shows that they are no pushovers.
Absolutely.
They
They
will also
played
fancy their
brilliantly.
chances.
And now, absolutely. Now the pressure is there on Pakistan because UAE lost to Nepal. So Nepal one game victory. Pakistan lost their opening game. So UAE Nepal versus Pakistan will be a blockbuster of a contest in the afternoon.
Agreed. Sure. And
Yes,
it's a
it
day
will
night
be an
game.
important.
Yes, Deepu.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be an important game, and for Pakistan, it's now on their egos actually, because they're coming after a hammering against arch rivals India, and I think it's the third one of the year, irrespective of whichever team Pakistani side has played, they have lost to India. So it will be a big pressure game, even though it's Nepal. But on these Lankan services which are already tired due to LPL, you never know, Nepal can spring in a surprise quite
Uh,
easily. It's just that
Correct.
it's the Nepal batting and the Pakistani bowling which will decide the fate of this game. So it's important that
Correct.
Pakistan pulls up.
Absolutely. Absolutely the right matchup, as you mentioned. I was about to bring that topic, to be honest. But let's take a look into the form going on to these fixtures for Nepal and Pakistan. Not ideal when it comes to Pakistan, to be honest. Still in the red zone, they are cross after cross. Nepal won the last game against UAE, as we mentioned. So confidence is there amongst the bunch of players, Paji, when it comes to Nepal versus Pakistan here.
Yes, exactly. The Nepal has won comprehensively. They have a net run rate of plus 1.25. That's a huge boost for them. So means Pakistan has another task. They not only have to beat Nepal, but they have to beat Nepal convincingly as well. So their run rate has got a lot of thrashing. The India gave them the thrashing today. So they have to work on the improve the run rate as well, and they have to win convincingly as well. And again, as you and Deepu discussed, pressure will be on Pakistan. Pressure will be on Pakistan batting to deliver.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. But I think that here you mentioned about the net run rate. I don't think so. Pakistan will think about the net run rate too much because keeping into consider Nepal's third game is against India. So you will not look into that much because I think Pakistan first job needs to be do is win that game against Nepal. If they lose, they're almost out of the tournament. Probably, yes, they will be out of the tournament if Nepal defeat them. So that's going to be a
But
massive, massive
but
upset.
but Preetham, you see na, UAE scored 112 runs and Nepal chased. And what Pakistan scored 109. Though it was against India, but still 109 is a less score. So that means both
Absolutely.
UAE and Nepal are capable of scoring 112, 120,
Correct.
130. So can Pakistan
Absolutely.
chase that total? That's the worrying point for them. No?
Exactly, because the way Indian batters were batting, I think they had ages amount of time when the ball was coming onto the bat, and I think that's not good quality of bowling, to be honest, when it comes to Pakistan. But taking about the form, let's take into the look into the fixtures of Pakistan and UAE in the group stages. As we discussed before, Deepu, Pakistan lost to India, now face UAE, and then they have Nepal as well. But starting with Nepal and then UAE, two teams they should defeat, in my opinion.
Well, yes, they should, and ideally I told in the previous live too. It will be 2-1. India winning all the three and Pakistan qualifying with one loss obviously to us, and then remaining winning the remaining two games. So I think it will be the same thing is gonna happen until unless they really do a Pakistan and it's their batting again which has collapsed. Yeah, I mean captain like Nizadar, she didn't came to the party at all, scoring 8 of 11, and just allowing the game to drift away from the batting or from the outset. So it's important that the unit clicks up, and they can click up because whenever they are down, irrespective it's the men's team or the women's team, they play quite dangerously, and they might just be able to trounce Nepal and UAE quite convincingly. So I'm hopeful that we'll face Pakistan again.
Absolutely, because you mentioned it before as well. Pakistan is one of the most unpredictable side, be it the men's and the women's. Because when do you expect them to come out all guns blazing? They will perform a performance like they did against India. When you don't expect them, they will come out all guns blazing. So anything can happen. The schedule is done and dusted for Nepal as well. They face Pakistan today, tomorrow, and then they go on to face India in the last game. So a lot of things to be taken into consideration. It's a massive opportunity for Nepal to win and move on to the further in the tournament. Let's take a look at the top three players to watch out for between Pakistan and Nepal. Here it is, three players to watch out for. Gurpalji, you spoke about the Pakistan players early on in the show as well. Sidra Amin was the leading run scorer in the game versus India. Nashra Sandhu, she did not bat, neither bowl well. Sadia Iqbal was here and there. You had the leg spinner Sai Arub Shah as well. She bowled brilliantly, took both the wickets of the openers. Similarly, Nepal as well. They batted brilliantly, to be honest. Chased down it comprehensively.
Yes, Nepal batted beautifully and they chased down the total and their bowling was also very clinical to stopping. It's a day in a day game stopping a team under around 112 was a great effort by the Nepal bowling as well. And I had the key players which you have picked. I will go with the same kind of players. I think again I'm agree with the Dipesh that Dipansh Nizadar has to come to party and the leg spinner who took couple of wickets against the India.
Correct.
Watch out for her. But
Absolutely.
overall, it was an ordinary captaincy from Nizadar, which allowed India to score so briskly in the till the ninth and over because Smriti was toying with the Pakistan bowling once she got set
Were
after
you
after
surprised
the
that
power
Nida
play.
won the toss and elected to bat?
Yes, as we already discussed, day night game always prefers chasing. Whatever the conditions, whatever because it's a start of the tournament. I don't think the pitch was that bad in day and the second game. Pitch was good. Pitch was decent one. It was not turning like a rank turner, but pitch was good enough for the. And I guess 150 could have been a power score in both the matches,
Absolutely. It was
day
a
and night.
wonderful track to bat on, and you had to post a very good total because the way Indian batters were batting, I think they could have definitely scored 150 in this kind of a wickets if they would have batted first.
Or
Top
probably
six
more.
player,
Or
maybe
probably more.
more
The
as well.
one shot,
Gopalji
one shot,
says.
one shot in the match Smriti played. He just glanced the ball around the leg stump and ran away
Over
to the
square leg,
boundary.
yeah.
And keeper was chasing. So the outfield was very good. And hats off to the
Absolutely.
groundsman as well for keeping the
Absolutely.
great outfield.
Sri
And
Lanka grounds are really well maintained, as we always talk about. So, hats off to the groundsmen, as Gopalji said. Key players to watch out for are Darren Dusher. Let's take a look into the predicted playing 11. So, Deepu, going with both the sides, I think Pakistan will probably go with an unchanged 11. They lost to one of the best team in the world, Team India. But Nepal, it's a massive opportunity for them because they're coming after a victory. Stick to the same 11 and get a victory against Pakistan.
Yeah, for Nepal, I mean, why to change something which has, given them an important win? So I don't see Nepal doing any chop and change. I'm not expecting for Pakistan either, but it's just that it's Pakistan. They might just, we all know that either they'll click up or they'll just make an harakiri in the tournament. So never know with these guys. I mean, be it with the men's, be it with the women's team. So hopefully there aren't any changes, and it's the best of Pakistan that we see, that we know. They could turn up, and I'm excited for another India Pakistan game, and it's important just before the World Cup. We'll be facing them once again, so hopefully it's a win for
Absolutely.
Pakistan.
So you're still expecting India versus Pakistan to be have once again in the Women's Asia Cup 2024. Let's see and what he says. But let's take a look into the predictions. Time is done. It's time for the predictions. Time now. So after the predicted playing 11, Pakistan versus Nepal in the afternoon game. Gurpalji, starting with you, what's your percentage for this game?
I would like to go for the underdog, Nepal. Nothing to lose, and hopefully, they could have qualified in the men's World Cup as well if they've beaten South Africa.
Yeah,
So maybe lady luck this time. So we could see Nepal pipping out Pakistan, because Pakistan will be
55
under
45.
tremendous pressure. 55. I will give 55-45 to Pakistan, but still I hope, I'm sure Nepal will qualify to the next round, because Pakistan will
Okay,
be
so
under
you're
tremendous
backing.
pressure.
Okay,
I'm
Pakistan will be
betting.
in pressure. You're backing Nepal. What about you, Deepu? Whom are you backing?
I'll bring it down to 51-49. That says Nepal. The reason being, it's a new team and brimming with confidence, and there is another one who has just lost to India. Even though I can afford to say that it's a routine loss for them. It's a habit now. But I just feel Nepal has something in them. They can spring in a surprise. So I just have a feeling that they can do it. And it's again the competition between Pakistani batting, Nepal batting, and Pakistani bowling. So toss will be crucial again, and I feel
Absolutely.
whoever wins it will definitely bat first. And I was surprised yesterday that Pakistan batted first, because in T20s I
Correct.
don't really think that toss really matters, because it's always that thinking runs on the board,
Correct.
especially against big teams. So I just have a feeling that whoever wins the toss gets to 130, 135, and then, can attack with the ball. So hopefully it's Nepal who comes out as trumps. Even though I would be eager to see India Pakistan again.
Okay, yes, Gurpalji. Yeah.
Again, my final point is, can Pakistan batting can give them the respectable total to fight? Like Deepu said, 130, 120, 130 could be a fighting total. Again, whose pressure will be on Pakistan batting. But what we have seen in India, man, their bowling also faltered, apart from the
Correct.
three wickets which we lost due to some harakiri or like that. Again, I'm saying Nepal has impressed, and they will be up for the Pakistan match.
Okay, so both of them are backing Nepal. Paji says the lady luck of Nepal might just work. The men's did not work out. So we will see. But we still have another game in the evening, and it's Team India who's going to face against UAE. So this is going to be an important game for UAE more than India, because India coming off a comprehensive victory, Deepu. Do you expect them to get a comprehensive victory once again against UAE?
Yeah, it will be a quite of an easy game, I feel. Given the fact that there's a difference in the skill set level. Maybe I would expect some great application from Jemima Rodriguez. She hasn't been under the runs off late in the series against South Africa. So hopefully it's the middle order I'm picking up to watch out for this game, that they score the runs for Team India.
Okay, so you're expecting Team India to make it 2 out of 2 in the Women's Asia Cup. What about the form for both the teams? Let's take a look. India coming off a comprehensive victory against Pakistan, as we discussed. UAE lost to Nepal. So, Gurpalji, UAE will be in pressure, just like you said about Pakistan. Must win game for them, otherwise, they will be eliminated. Do you still think, when it comes to skill set, as Deepu mentioned, do you still think the skill set of UAE is there to take on the downs, the likes of Team India?
Again, I get they may perform better than Pakistan team. I'm just thinking about the same. But India is far ahead when it comes to women's cricket in Asia. India is far above because you have won the championship 7 times, and we are looking for winning its eighth time. I hope India bats this time. India bats first. If they happen to win the toss, so to test themselves as a batting first, and they should have a plan they should go ga 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 blah 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 blast the bowling, and may get every batsman get a chance in the middle, because it will be good for them for the future matches. There I would really like to see that Hemlata should put down her head and draft the innings rather than giving away a wicket after scoring 14 runs. Jemma needs a time in the middle, and even Harmanpreet also needs a time in the middle because she was struggling. 3 runs in 9 balls, she was literally struggling. It was a
Absolutely.
and done and dusted run chase, so it didn't matter. But maybe come knockout matches, come semi-final, final, these things can hamper.
Turn out to be
So
really, really handy. Yes, because she's the captain. She needs to spend time at the middle as well, as you rightly pointed out. But what about the fixtures for both these teams? Let's take a look into it. When it comes to Team India, they won comprehensively against Pakistan, now face UAE, and the final game, as we discussed, is against Nepal. But for UAE, if they lose, they're out of the competition before the final game against Pakistan. Deepu, how important of a game is this for UAE? Because again, after alternative day, they will face Pakistan.
It's an Herculean task for them, to be honest. They had the opportunity of getting 2 points against Nepal. Probably their only win, which I was expecting, and most of us would be expecting, but they have floundered that. So I don't see them getting any wins. The only thing we can expect is something is some fight from UAE, because we have seen the men's team. They have actually run sides close in
Correct.
the recent past. So it's just the fight that I'm looking forward to, and hopefully they pose a different challenge to India, because we all want the whole 11 of Indian team to be tested. As
Absolutely.
Paji said, that during the knockouts we have seen that we choke against Australia, England. It's important that we get that box tick, and it's something which has been haunting us in the last few ICC events. So it's important that we get a good amount of fight, and hopefully, as Paji said, we bat first and get and defend the total, which something which we haven't done in the recent past. So hopefully, I'm
Absolutely.
just expecting a great fight from UAE, but the result will eventually be in favor of India.
Okay, so you're expecting a fight, but the result in favor of the woman in blue, says Deepu. So we'll see that. But talking about the top three players to watch out for, let's take a look. Here it is, Gurpalji. We spoke about these players before as well. Smriti Mandana is brilliant touch. Jamima Rodriguez, as you said. Renuka Singh Thakur, how well did she bowl in the previous game against Pakistan? She was getting swing, sea movement. Deepti Sharma was there. Any changes for you when it comes to top three players to watch out for?
you have to add Shefali, because Jaima for my liking is batting too down the order. Number 5 is too low for her. I think she should bat at number 3 again. And again I'm rotating. हेमलता को एक मौका दे दो, नहीं होता तो संजना को ले आओ. Sanjana is a better player, is a power hitter and could be a good finisher.
Plus can
Okay,
bowl
so
too. In the middle overs, we need all rounders in the team. So hopefully she comes in, and also the fact that she has great finishing skills as compared to Emlata. So yes, it's important that we get more players who can do multitasking for the team.
absolutely, that's a fair point to be very honest. But Renuka Singh Thakur, Smriti Mandana, Jemima, Shefali Verma, there are a lot of superstars that perform well in match number one. Speaking about more as well, as Gurpalji said, we want more players to be tested in the playing 11. Let's see. Wishing UAE players as well all the best. Isha Oza is there. Kushi Sharma, she batted really well. The wicket keeper batsman is also there. So a lot of talents is there. Can they fight against the dominant team India? We have to wait and see. But let's take a look into the prediction playing 11. Talking about the predicted playing 11, here it is, Gurpalji. I expected no changes, but you spoke about Asha Chopra, the leg spinner. Do you think India will go with an unchanged 11, or do you expect the leg spinner to get a chance?
So I guess they will go with the unchanged, because again, as we say कि जो सही चल रहा है उसको क्यों change करना. So they may not bring Ashish Shobna right away. Maybe they can bring Ashish Shobna as a surprise package in a knockout, semi-final or final, because you don't want to bring in your ace bowler. You don't want to show them to the world right now. So maybe in a semi-final, final, or maybe in the World Cup. You never know.
Absolutely. Anything can happen, but Deepu as well. Happy with the 11 that played against Pakistan, or do you want any chop and change or any experiments ahead against the game against UAE?
For this game, I think it will be the same 11. Maybe against Nepal, once we get that queue in our favor, I feel we'll be resting few of the players. I think Pooja Vastrakar has been playing non-stop cricket against South
Correct.
Africa at home. So hopefully we'll be giving rest to the players as well, which is important. So yes, I see a spot opening up for Asha Shobna, and hopefully we, as I said in the earlier video, that we need a proper leg spinner because after Poonam Yadav
Correct.
we haven't been able to find one. So hopefully we'll be
Absolutely.
Asha Shobna gets a run, or maybe not in the knockouts, but at least in the Nepal game, even if it's just for a one-off game, we just need to test her that what she can do for us in the international stage. She has done it in the WPL, but it's important how it does in the blue jersey. So I
Absolutely.
feel it's in
Absolutely.
the Nepal game that we'll be seeing changes, but not in this one.
Okay,
Okay.
so could be a good factor as you rightly mentioned. Win the game against UAE, get the queue, and then experiment in the third game. Says Deepu. Fair enough. Let's take a look into the predictions time between India and UAE. Won't be surprised if both of your predictions are the same as well. Gurpalji, favorites clearly India. What's your percentage for this one?
I guess 70-30.
70-30 towards Team India, says Gurpalji. Deepu, anything different or is it more?
95 and 5. That's the least. That's the
I
maximum I can say
expect
because we have that habit of we cannot count the opposition out, unlike Pakistan who think a lot big about themselves. So I'm giving 5%.
Okay, I expected, to be honest, from Deepu. I expected 90-10. He goes for the 95-5, to be honest, for India versus UAE. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this video. Second game for all these four teams will be done and dusted tomorrow. Sit back and enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much, and bye bye.
Thank you.